Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome to Kerala Muslim Community Association virtual event Sulaimani with PC. ഈ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മുന്നിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചതിൽ ആദ്യമായി അള്ളാഹുവിനോട് നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. അൽഹംദുലില്ലാ, ഈ വെർച്വൽ ഇവന്റിന് സമയം കണ്ടെത്തിയ നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരെയും ഇതിലേക്ക് ഞാൻ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഒരുപാട് അഭിമാനത്തോടെയും സന്തോഷത്തോടും കൂടി നിങ്ങളുടെ മുന്നിൽ നമ്മൾ പരിചയപ്പെടുത്തുന്നു one of the most talked about Malayali entrepreneurs of our times, PC Mustafa. Program detailsiലേക്ക് കടക്കുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ്, here is our agenda for today. We'll start with Quran recitation. We'll have a brief introduction about PC Mustafa by Brother Asif. We will hear from PC Mustafa, followed by Q&A session. നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഓൾറെഡി കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതോടൊപ്പം നമ്മുടെ ചില കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി മെമ്പേഴ്സ് ലൈവായി ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിക്കാൻ താല്പര്യം പ്രകടിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. Inshallah, we'll give them a chance. That will be followed by word of thanks, and we'll conclude it with a dua. കൂടുതൽ വൈകാതെ നമുക്ക് കാര്യപരിപാടിയിലേക്ക് കടക്കാം. ആദ്യമായി ഖുറാൻ റെസൈറ്റേഷൻ. അതിനുവേണ്ടി നമുക്ക് ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത് ഒരു സിബ്ലിംഗ് ഡിയോ ആണ്, a brother and sister, Ahmad Bafaki and Aisha Bafaki.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Today I'll be reciting a couple of ayahs from Surah Baqarah 275 to 276. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا. فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن عاد فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. يمحق الله الربا ويربي الصدقات والله لا يحب كل كفار أثيم. صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Those who consume interest cannot stand on the day of resurrection except as one stand who is being beaten by shaitan into insanity. That is because they say trade is just like interest, but Allah has permitted trade and has forbidden interest. So whoever has received an admonition from his Lord and desists may have what is past, and his affairs rest with Allah. But whoever returns to dealing in interest or usury, those are the companions of the fire. They will abide eternally therein. Allah destroys interest and gives increase for charities, and Allah does not like every sinning disbeliever. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Surah Baqarah, ayah 275 to 276.
അൽഹംദുലില്ലാ, നമ്മോടൊപ്പം ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ ഇന്ന് യുഎസിലെ നാനാഭാഗത്തുള്ള ഓഡിയൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. Keeping that in mind, I would like to take this opportunity to talk about Kerala Muslim Community Association, KMCA. This will be like an elevator pitch of KMCA. KMCA is a non-profit organization that serves as a platform for charity and services in communities local and abroad. നമ്മുടെ മെമ്പേഴ്സിൽ മെജോറിറ്റിയും സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ ഫീൽഡിലാണ്. നമ്മുടെ ഈ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിൽ ഓണ്ടർപ്രണർഷിപ്പ് ഓൾറെഡി ട്രൈ ചെയ്ത ഒരുപാട് പേരുണ്ട്. അൽഹംദുലില്ലാ, മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദം ആർ സക്സസ്ഫുൾ അറ്റ് വേരിയസ് ലെവൽസ്. അവർക്ക് ഇനിയും ഐഡിയാസ് ഉള്ളവരുണ്ട്, പ്ലാൻസ് ഉള്ളവരുണ്ട്. അതുപോലെ ഓണ്ടർപ്രണർഷിപ്പിലേക്ക് കടക്കാൻ താല്പര്യമുള്ളവർ ഒരുപാടുണ്ട്. മറുനാട്ടിൽ ജീവിക്കുന്ന നമുക്ക് പല കാരണങ്ങൾ കൊണ്ടും നമ്മുടെ പല പ്ലാൻസും എക്സിക്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവില്ല. നമുക്ക് പല ചാലഞ്ചസ് ഉണ്ട്, പല ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഉണ്ട്, കൺഫ്യൂഷൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ലെറ്റ്സ് ഓൾസോ തിങ്ക് അബൌട്ട് another important group of our community, our youth. They have a lot of great ideas. If we can properly foster them, inshallah, we will see a few PC Mustafas and Yusuf Alis in our own community. ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഈവന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് കൊണ്ട് എല്ലാവർക്കും അവരവരുടെ ലെവലിൽ ഒരുപാട് ബെനിഫിറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാകുമെന്നുള്ള വിശ്വാസത്തിലാണ് KMCA വോളണ്ടിയേഴ്സ് ഒരുപാട് ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്ത് ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. I request all of you to put your thoughts and ideas to help us improve this process. We could use your volunteer help with a great intention of making our community better and united. With that, without any further delay, let's get into the core of the program. നമ്മുടെ ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം ഓർഗനൈസ് ചെയ്യാൻ നമ്മെ ഒരുപാട് സഹായിച്ച ആളാണ് ആസിഫ് ഭായ്. നമ്മുടെ PC മുസ്തഫയെ വെൽക്കം ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും പ്രിയങ്കരനായ ആസിഫിനെ ഇതിലേക്ക് ക്ഷണിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു. ആസിഫ് ഭായ്, പ്ലീസ് ഗോ അഹെഡ് ആൻഡ് ടേക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഫ്രം ഹിയർ.
അസ്സലാമു അലൈക്കും വറഹ്മത്തുള്ളാഹി.
വഅലൈക്കും സലാം.
ജസാക്കല്ലാഹു ഖൈർ ഫൈസൽ ഭായ്. So it's an honor to welcome a friend and a dear mentor to our community. ആദ്യമായിട്ട് മുസ്തഫ സാഹിബിനെ പറ്റി അറിയുന്നത് മൂപ്പര് ഹാർവാർഡ് യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ കൊടുത്ത ആ സ്പീച്ചിൽ നിന്നാണ്. അതിനകത്ത് എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഇംപ്രസീവായിട്ട് തോന്നിയ ആ ഒരു കാര്യം, മൂപ്പർ അതിനകത്ത് ആ ബിസിനസിന്റെ തുടക്കത്തിലുള്ള പല ചാലഞ്ചസിനെ പറ്റി പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് അതിനകത്തുള്ള ഒരു മൊമെന്റ് മൂപ്പരുടെ ഒരു ഡിഫൈനിങ് മൊമെന്റ് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നി. അത് മൂപ്പര് ഇന്ന് പറയുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല. പക്ഷെ അതിനകത്ത് മൂപ്പര് പറഞ്ഞത്, മൂപ്പരുടെ ഇനീഷ്യൽ ബിസിനസ് തുടങ്ങുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഒരു വലിയൊരു റെസ്റ്റോറന്റിന്റെ ഒരു ഓർഡർ കിട്ടുകയും അത് എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ മൂപ്പരുടെ ബിസിനസ്സിൽ തന്നെ അത് നല്ലൊരു മുന്നേറ്റം ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പറ്റും എന്നുള്ള ഇത് അറിഞ്ഞിട്ട് മൂപ്പര് അതിനെപ്പറ്റി കൂടുതൽ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റിഗേറ്റ് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലായി അത് മൂപ്പര് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന റിലീജിയന്റെ പ്രിൻസിപ്പിൾസിനെതിരായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഇതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ആ ഒരു പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ളത്. അങ്ങനെ മൂപ്പര് ആ ഓർഡർ വേണ്ട എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ ആ ഒരു സ്റ്റോറി മൂപ്പര് അത് റിലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തപ്പം അതെനിക്ക് ഒരു വളരെ വളരെ ഇംപ്രസീവ് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നി. അത് എനിക്ക് തോന്നി മൂപ്പരുടെ ആ ഒരു ബിസിനസ്സിൽ തന്നെ അതൊരു ട്രൂ ആൻഡ് ഡിഫൈനിങ് മൊമെന്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. And I'm sure like most of us have those kind of defining moments which test you as a person and kind of like defines you for like, you know, the rest of the life. Apo as a Muslim, like, you know, we also believe these are tests from Allah to help you define who you are. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് മുസ്തഫ സാഹിബിനെ പറ്റി അറിയുന്നത്. പിന്നെ ശരിക്കും മുസ്തഫ സാഹിബിനെ പരിചയപ്പെടാൻ സാധിച്ചത് നമ്മുടെ KMCA വില്ലേജ്, പനമരത്തുള്ള KMCA വില്ലേജിന്റെ ഒരു പ്രവർത്തനമായിട്ട് സംബന്ധിച്ചിട്ടാണ്. അതിന്റെ ഇനോഗ്രേഷന് മൂപ്പര് വരികയും അവിടെ നമ്മളോട് ഒരുപാട് സഹകരണം ഉണ്ടാക്കി. അതിനുശേഷം എനിക്ക് ഒരുപാട് പ്രാവശ്യം മുസ്തഫ സാഹിബുമായിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കാനൊക്കെ പറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. I was fortunate enough also to visit his house and meet his exceptional parents. മൂപ്പരുടെ ഉപ്പയും ഉമ്മയുടെ അടുത്തൊക്കെ നന്നായിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കാനും അവരുടെ ആ ഒരു ആതിഥ്യം അത് സ്വീകരിക്കാനൊക്കെ പറ്റിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ മുസ്തഫ ഭായിയെ നമ്മൾ പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ആയിട്ട് പല രീതിയിലും ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. കോ-ഫൗണ്ടർ, CEO, ഐഡിയ ഫ്രഷ്, അങ്ങനെയുള്ള രീതിയിലൊന്നും ഇല്ലാതെ ഞാൻ 3 കാര്യങ്ങൾ മൂപ്പരെ ഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യാണ്. സോ ബേസ്ഡ് ഓൺ മൈ ഇന്ററാക്ഷൻ വിത്ത് മുസ്തഫ ഭായ്, ഐ സീ ഹിം ആസ് an amazing humanitarian with deep commitment for society and community. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് അതാണ് മുസ്തഫ ഭായിയെ ശരിക്കും എംബോഡി ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഒരു ഡെഫിനിഷൻ, അപ്പാർട്ട് ഫ്രം ലൈക്ക് ബീങ് എ ബിസിനസ് മാൻ ഉണ്ടോ. അത് അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു വളരെ ട്രൂ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഹ്യൂമാനിറ്റേറിയൻ ആണ്. രണ്ടാമത്തത് എക്സ്ട്രീം ലോയൽറ്റി ടുവേർഡ്സ് ഹിസ് പേരൻസ്. അതായത് മൂപ്പരുടെ ലിങ്ക്ഡിൻ പ്രൊഫൈലൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മനസ്സിലാവും മൂപ്പരുടെ പേരൻസും മൂപ്പരുടെ ഉപ്പ പഠിപ്പിച്ചു കൊടുത്ത ബിസിനസ് ലെസൺസ് ഒക്കെ മൂപ്പരുടെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് പോസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാറുണ്ട്. അതിൽ നിന്നൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും മൂപ്പരുടെ എക്സ്ട്രീം ലോയൽറ്റി ടുവേർഡ്സ് പേരൻസ്. അൽഹംദുലില്ലാ, ഐ വാസ് ഫോർച്ചുനേറ്റ് ടു മീറ്റ് ഹിസ് ഫാദർ ആൻഡ് മദർ. മേ അല്ലാഹ് ഗ്രാന്റ് ദം ലോങ് ലൈഫ്. മൂന്നാമത്തത് ആൻഡ് ഫൈനൽ കാര്യം, ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് there are a lot of things that we can talk about മുസ്തഫ ഭായ്. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് തോന്നിയ കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് ഇതിനകത്ത്. മൂന്നാമത്തെ കാര്യം, he is extremely humble and a very approachable visionary. Okay, I'm sure like, you know, based on the discussions that we are having today, we will understand what I am saying. I really want to welcome him to both KMCA and Nanma community, and I also want to wish him all the best. May Allah continue to bless him in his endeavors, and Here is PC Mustafa, the co-founder and CEO of ID Fresh for you. Jazakallah khair.
Thanks, brother. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear me? Great. As if there was a quick intro, nice intro by the way. ഞാൻ മലയാളം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മിക്സ് ചെയ്യാം. I hope I should be able to manage. Maybe I'll start with what ID is all about, and then I'll just tell you what I'm planning to cover today, and then let's see what else could be included in the discussion. Can you take my presentation stream, please? So live, can't see it. For some reason, it's not streaming. That's fine. Let it come through. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let me start. I'm PC Mustafa, CEO and co-founder of ID Fresh Food. I come from a very remote village in a beautiful place called Wayanad in Kerala. If you've not been to Wayanad, that's a must-visit place. My village was so remote during those days that we had no electricity in my village, no roads in my village. My dad was a daily wage worker. As my dad was finding it difficult to meet both ends of the family, I ended up doing coolie job at the age of 10 with him. I started my first business at the age of 10. Schooling was not taken seriously during those days. Government's midday meal scheme was the biggest motivation factor for me to attend the school. A 3-time meal was a distant dream during my childhood days, and of course breakfast was my luxury during those days. I was very poor in my studies. I was a school dropout. I later went back to school and became a school topper in less than 1 year, by chance. I then ended up doing my engineering in computer science from NIT Calicut. Got a campus offer from a company called Manhattan Associates in Bangalore. And that's the first time I left Wayanad, or left Kerala. I had a campus offer of around, if I remember correctly, around 14,000 rupees was my monthly salary. And at that time, my dad was getting paid around 600 rupees a month for working for almost like 10 hours every day in a farm, 6 days a week. Whereas I was getting paid around 14,000 rupees for working 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. So my dad couldn't believe it. He thought it is my annual package, not my monthly package for sure. I handed over my first month's salary to my dad. He literally cried seeing that money, because he had never seen that kind of money in his lifetime. I then worked with a few MNCs in India, Middle East, and Europe. I then decided to come back to India with an objective of creating employment for smart kids from my village. While on a trip to a place called Banagata, which is around 35 kilometers from the Bangalore city, it's a zoo. I happened to see this campus called IIM Bangalore, Asia's best business school. That inspired me. And then I decided to try my level best to get into the campus. I practiced for 2 hours every day for 2 years after Fajr. That was good enough for me to get into IIM Bangalore campus. During IIM days, I decided to chat with my friends and my cousins to do something different in my life. And that's when I decided to join with my cousins. My cousins were running a small-time kirana store in a place called Indiranagar in Bangalore, the suburb of Bangalore. This store had a idli dosa batter supplier who was supplying idli dosa batter in a plain pouch. I hope you all know what's idli and dosa, right? The batter which is used to make is what we are talking about. batter used to make, which is used to make idli and dosa. This idli dosa batter supplier had all sort of quality issues, service complaints, and unwanted cockroaches in the batter. It was being supplied in a plain pouch with a rubber band on the top. Sometimes he used to keep a sticker outside. Sometimes sticker would be inside the batter as well. You know what I'm talking about. It had all sort of quality, hygiene, service issues. My cousins tried to fix the issue with the vendor multiple times. Didn't work out. That's when we thought, why don't we try to fix it ourselves? We started very small. All what we had was 50,000 rupees. In your currency, close to around $700. With that money, we bought one grinder, one mixer, one sealing machine, one weighing scale, and a second-hand scooty. Our job was to go to market every day, buy rice and dal, come back, clean it, wash, soak, grind, mix it, ferment it, then pack it. Next day morning, load it on this second-hand scooty, go to the market ourselves and sell it ourselves. It was a back-breaking work. Our shirt would be soaked in sweat, but we really enjoyed it. It was not an easy journey. It took us 9 months to sell 100 packets. It took us 9 months to get 20 customers. But we didn't give up. We enjoyed the journey. We're pretty confident that we'll be able to make it successful one day. That was past. Today, ID is present in around 30,000 outlets. We are a team of 2,000 people in 47 cities, serving world's best breakfast, idlis, to more than 1 million Indians every single day. ID is a 1,500 crore brand today, which is close to around $200 million is the value of the brand today. How did we build this brand? How did we build this brand without having any business background? How did we take through the tough or difficult situation that we had to go through? So in the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to share some stories with you. I hope you all love stories. And these are real life stories. And I hope these stories will help you in your journey to become better leaders and better human beings. So here goes my first story. How did we build it? Can you take my presentation screen, please? Is it working? All right, so I can see it now. So this is the summary. I just shared my story. I'm going to cover how we built it. I'll focus a bit on innovation and ethics. And I'll cover my favorite subject, trust, towards the end. And then we'll have around 20-25 minutes for the Q&A. Quickly, how we built it. All of us have DNAs. Every business will have DNA. ID has its own DNA. At ID, we focus on the 7 aspects: getting the right set of people, right product, distribution, technology, branding, innovation, and ethics. I'm going to take 30 seconds each for each of these points. And it's extremely important for you to understand these points. 1, right set of people. We started as a family business. And the initial co-founders is still part of the business. They are more entrepreneurial in nature. Whereas we got professionals from the market to run the business as usual and to scale it up. To get in the right mix of people was extremely important for us to do it. Second, getting the right product. This is extremely important, by the way. We end up over-engineering unnecessarily sometimes. For example, an Indian homemaker will not let an idli inside her kitchen. Indian homemaker is a gatekeeper for the kitchen. We all know about it. She won't buy idli from outside. Whereas she is okay to buy idli batter from outside. make idli or dosa and serve to family with a love. If idli comes out well, she gets a credit, not ID. And if for some reason, if dosa is not crispy enough, she can blame it on me, brand ID. We don't take the credit away from the homemaker, whereas we protect her from her own failures as well. What I've learned is never try to replace your customer. Help your customers to do the job better. Third one is about the distribution. Today, ID is not a batter company. ID is a self-owned distribution company. We are probably world's largest fresh food distribution company, covering 30,000 outlets every single day and making it profitable and scalable. That is driven by technology. Technology plays an extremely important role in ID. In fact, I keep telling about this. ID runs on IT. I can talk a bit more about technology when we address your Q&A. So I'm skipping the technology for the time being because you are not the right person for me to talk about technology. Coming to branding and packaging, we got the branding and packaging from day one, right from day one. And we maintain a consistency in branding and packaging. This brand is built with right packaging and right emotions. When I'm talking about trust, you'll understand what I'm talking about emotions. When I'm talking about my last program or last event about the Hanakaya, you'll understand what I'm talking about, the branding and packaging. That's how this brand is built. It is extremely important to get the packaging right. In fact, for a startup, I would recommend focus on branding and packaging rather than focusing on advertisements. Now, today's subject is about innovation and ethics. So let me straight away jump to innovation. Before I talk about innovation, it's important for you to understand the idli batter business. Making idli dosa batter is very easy. There is no rocket science in making idli dosa batter. In fact, there are no entry barriers as well. With just maybe less than $200, you can actually start, or maybe $500 maximum today, you can start an idli dosa batter business. That's it. No rocket science. You can Google and find out the recipe and you can do it yourself. That's where we have to focus on innovation. If you look at the innovation as an aspect, what do you need to innovate, or what do you need as an ingredient to innovate? According to me, common sense is the most important ingredient for innovation. Common sense is the most uncommon word in the world these days. It is reducing dangerously these days. We end up complicating things unnecessarily. Common sense ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ innovation ചെയ്യാൻ എളുപ്പമാണ്. Because with common sense, what you need to do is to look around, identify customer problems, and solve it using common sense. I'm going to play you one quick video about the vada. You all know about vada. Vada is a gay snack. Kids love vada. But then it's one of the most difficult snacks to make at home. And vada goes best with idli. A South Indian breakfast is incomplete without idli, dosa, and vada. Now, coming to vada batter. Even if I give you vada batter, you still can't make vada at home. Vada batter is as sticky as your super glue. You can't get the shape right for the vada. You can't get the size right for the vada. New generation homemakers, like most of you out here, will end up frying fingers while frying the vada. And most importantly, we Indians don't eat a vada without a hole. The hole in the middle is the most important thing for the vada. A vada without a hole is called bonda in India. For us to identify that as a business opportunity and then develop a packaging to solve the problem, we used common sense. As I mentioned earlier, common sense is the only thing that you need to innovate. Let me just play the video for you.
This is no ordinary snack, a South Indian specialty. It's a favorite in homes across India, but its circular cylindrical shape and donut-like hole make it fairly difficult to prepare at homes. It needs the expert hands of grandmas and aunts or even restaurant cooks. Not anymore. ID decided to turn its attention on this age-old problem and transform the complex art of vada making into a science for everyone. And the key ingredient? Common sense. A path-breaking, little big invention. The spout that shapes batter into vadas with the hole. And that's it. Squeeze, shape, cut, fry. Handmade, but with no mess, no stress. Just delicious, crispy vadas. ID, maker of India's favorite batters and fresh food, presents Vada Batter in a pack that shapes batter into vadas. Now, everybody can vada.
I'm sure you love it. Today, a homemaker it takes just 1 minute to make vada at home using ID vada batter. But I can tell you, it took us 3 years to build a hole for the vada. I repeat, it took us 3 years and hundreds of failures to build a hole for the vada. This is how your business works. To innovate, you need to be prepared for failures. If you're not, this is not your game. Now, I'm just running you through the remaining innovations quickly. As I mentioned earlier, what you need for innovation is common sense. With common sense, you look around, identify customer problems, and solve it using common sense, right? When you look around, sometimes you may not be able to identify a customer problem. What do you do in this case? Look up. You get to see the humble coconut. Innovate using coconut. Watch this video.
At ID, we've always looked around for food problems to solve. This time, we looked up. The tender coconut, a tough nut full of guesswork. Maybe it's time we stop buying them without knowing what you're getting. It's time for coconuts with KYC. Thanks to science and a common sense statistical model, here is ID Smart Sip Tender Coconut with KYC. Know your coconut without opening it. It's hygienic, light and portable, and easy. Easy to drink, push to eat. New ID Tender Coconut that's KYC ready. Know your coconut.
Know your coconut. KYC doesn't stand for know your customer. KYC stands for know your coconut. We played with it. That's how you need to market. In fact, if you look at this coconut as an example, we identified a customer problem. And then we used simple common sense and little bit of science to predict what is inside the coconut. Today, customers end up paying for coconut based on the grammage of the pulp inside and the ml of the water inside. So we now predict the amount of water inside the coconut, the amount of pulp inside the coconut, as well as the sweetness level of the coconut water without me opening the coconut. That is common sense. That is science. That is KYC. I'm just taking you to the next innovation, which is a very simple innovation. There's no product innovation here, but then the way we have packaged the product, that played an extremely important role. Just watch this video.
Finally, some news that's not fake. ID presents the world's best packaging for grated coconut. The coconut, grated in the shell for that unmistakable flavor. Hygiene sealed for just grated juicy freshness. ID grated coconut. It's coconut in a coconut.
Isn't a back to the story end? I'll stop sharing now. ഇതിന് ബാക്കിൽ സ്റ്റോറി ഉണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾ ഇഡ്ലി ദോശ ബാറ്ററിൻ്റെ കൂടെയുള്ള ബെസ്റ്റ് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ഈസ് ചട്നി. We tried launching chutney in the market, and chutney didn't work out in the market, mainly because of the shelf life. The product was getting spoiled within a couple of hours. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇത് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ള പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്തത്. അതിന് പറ്റുന്ന പാക്കേജിങ് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്തു. ഗ്രേറ്റ് കോക്കനട്ട് ലോഞ്ച് ചെയ്യാം എന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ ഡിസൈഡ് ചെയ്തത്. ഗ്രേറ്റ് കോക്കനട്ട്, അഗെയിൻ യു നോ അബൌട്ട് ഇറ്റ്, റൈറ്റ്? ഇറ്റ് ഗെറ്റ്സ് spoiled within 2-3 hours. So we tried developing different kind of packaging solutions for grated coconut. Didn't work out. We finally ended up using world's best packaging for grated coconut. Adara created Almighty God. Almighty God has created the best packaging for every product. നമ്മളതൊക്കെ ഷേപ്പ് പോലെ, നമ്മളതൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ കാണുന്ന പ്രൊഡക്റ്റിന്റെ പാക്കേജിംഗ് പോലെ എല്ലാ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റിനും ബെസ്റ്റ് പാക്കേജിംഗ് is already created by Almighty God. We just need to replicate it. We just need to reuse it. So we grated the coconut in the coconut and packaged it as the coconut itself. That's all you need. Now, I'm done with my innovation story. I know we are running late. You can stop the share as well. Now, have you noticed something common in this innovation? In the 3 products I kaanicha innovation, there is something common. Did you notice? Anybody want to give it a try? Any comments? Live comments?
That was a lot of innovations in like 10 minutes. I don't know.
I'm just skipping it. So I just want to, I want you to learn something here. There's something very common here. In 3 products, there's something common.
Let me guess.
Okay.
You have tried to retain its natural, or like its traditional/natural shape and form in there.
Yeah, partially yes.
Okay.
ഞാൻ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഇതായിട്ട് പറയാം.
Sure.
എല്ലാ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റിനും തുളയുണ്ട്. ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചോളൂ.
That's true.
റൈറ്റ്? എല്ലാത്തിനും തുളയുണ്ട്. വടക്ക് ഒരു തുളയുണ്ട്, ഗ്രേറ്റ് കോക്കനട്ടിന് 2 തുള, ഒരു തുളയുണ്ട്, ടെൻഡർ കോക്കനട്ട് 2 തുളയുണ്ട്. പ്രൊഡക്റ്റിന് തുള ഉണ്ടാവാം, ബട്ട് ബിസിനസ്സിന് തുള ഉണ്ടാവാൻ പാടില്ല. റൈറ്റ്? നമ്മുടെ വാല്യൂസിന് തുള ഉണ്ടാവാൻ പാടില്ല. That's my next topic. Basically, for products, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തുള ഉണ്ടാവണം. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇന്നോവേഷൻ ചെയ്യുക. ബട്ട് ബിസിനസ് തുള ഉണ്ടാവാൻ പാടില്ല. എല്ലാ ബിസിനസ്സിനും എത്തിക്സ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്. വി ഓൾ നോ അബൌട്ട് വാല്യൂസ്, എത്തിക്സ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ ഓഫ് ദം, റൈറ്റ്? ഞാൻ അടുത്തൊരു 5 minutes ക്വിക്കായിട്ട് എത്തിക്സിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യം മാത്രം പറയാം. Take me to the presentation again, please. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഡെഫിനിഷനിൽ അല്ല, നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയ പ്രകാരം these are the few things that we follow in ID. One is the product selection itself. ആളുകൾക്ക് ഹാംഫുൾ ആയിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് സെല്ല് ചെയ്യില്ല എന്നുള്ള ഡെസിഷൻ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഡെസിഷനാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് എത്തിക്സ്. സെക്കൻഡ്, കീപ്പിംഗ് all information 100% transparent for end consumers and not hiding any information from the customer is part of ethics. Third, employee-employer customer relationship. അത് വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്, എത്തിക്സിൻ്റെ പാർട്ടാണ്. മീനിങ് നമ്മൾക്കൊക്കെ അറിയാം, കൂലി കൊടുക്കൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേജ് എപ്പം കൊടുക്കണം, എത്രത്തോളം ഫെയർ ആയിരിക്കണം അത് എന്നൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് എത്തിക്സ് അറിയാം. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ആണ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് എംപ്ലോയർ എംപ്ലോയി കസ്റ്റമർ റിലേഷൻഷിപ്പ്. നെക്സ്റ്റ്, നമ്മുടെ ലോക്കൽ ലോസ് വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യൽ. നമ്മളുടെ ആസ് എ ബിലീവർ നമ്മുടെ റെസ്പോൺസിബിലിറ്റി ഈസ് ടു ഫോളോ ദ റൂൾ ഓഫ് ദ ലാൻഡ് ഫസ്റ്റ്, റൈറ്റ്? Taking any shortcuts along those lines, according to me, is unethical. നമ്മൾ അന്നത്തെ സെഷൻ്റെ ബിഗിനിങ് ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടമായി. ബാഫക്കി സിബ്ലിങ്സ് പറഞ്ഞ ഓതിയ ആ സൂറ പലിശയെ പറ്റിയിട്ട്. അൽഹംദുലില്ലാ, we don't touch interest. We don't pay interest. We don't take interest. We had very difficult times. സാലറി കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്ത സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആ സമയത്തും നമ്മൾ പലിശ തൊടാൻ പോയിട്ടില്ല. പലിശയായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് എനിക്ക് 2 മിനിറ്റ് സംസാരിക്കണം. കാരണം ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഈസ് എ ട്രാപ്പ്. നിങ്ങൾ ആ ഓതി സൂര്യൻ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചോ എന്നറിയില്ല. എന്താണ് പരലോകത്ത് പലിശയിൽ കച്ചവടം ചെയ്യുന്ന ആളുകളുടെ അവസ്ഥ എന്നാണ് അതിൽ അവർ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തത്. അതായത് മാഷരയിൽ നമ്മൾ എത്തുമ്പോൾ ആദ്യം അവർ എണീറ്റ് നിൽക്കും, പക്ഷെ അവർ നിൽക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. they'll fall down, right? then they stand up again, they fall down again. അതാണ് പലിശ വ്യാപാരിയുടെ പലിശയായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെടുന്ന ആളുകൾക്കുള്ള സിറ്റുവേഷൻ മാഷറയിൽ. നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നോക്കിയാലേ, അത് മാഷറയിൽ മാത്രമാണോ ആ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ? എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നല്ല എന്നാണ്. ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് ഈസ് എ ട്രാപ്പ്. ഈ ലോകത്തും അങ്ങനെയാണ് ആക്ച്വലി. ഒരാൾ പലിശയിൽ വീണ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ഫോർ ഹിം ടു കം ഔട്ട്. എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും മെല്ലെ അതിന്ന് പുറത്തു വരാൻ നോക്കുമ്പം ഹി വിൽ ഫോൾ ഇൻ ദ ട്രാപ്പ് അഗെയിൻ. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് അത് തമ്മിൽ എനിക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും കണക്ഷൻ തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ മാഷറിയയിൽ ഫേസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വിചാരണ നാളിൽ ഫേസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട ആ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനും നമ്മൾക്ക് ഈ ലോകത്ത് പലിശയായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെടുമ്പം ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന സിറ്റുവേഷനും രണ്ടും സെയിമാണ്. ഐ ഡോണ്ട് നോ, പീപ്പിൾ ഷുഡ് ഡു സം റിസർച്ച് അബൌട്ട് ഇറ്റ്. ഇസ്ലാമിൽ അത് പറയാനുള്ള കാരണം എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത്. കാരണം എനിക്കത് കണക്ഷൻ നന്നായി തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ അതുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സ്റ്റോറി പറയാം. ഞാൻ ഹവാർഡ് പറഞ്ഞ സ്റ്റോറി ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. ഐ എം ഷുവർ most of you would have seen it. So I'll try a different story this time. This was again during 2008-9 time approximately. We were running a small time business in Bangalore. Anna, our batter became very popular, and we started growing. But we became greedy. Greedy എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നെഗറ്റീവ് അല്ല. Take the positive aspect of it, because for a business you have to look at more opportunities. So we thought we will expand our business in other cities. The best way to expand our business was go to Mecca of Italy, which is Chennai. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങൾ ചെന്നൈ പോയിട്ട് ഒരു ഫാക്ടറി ഇട്ടു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ്മെൻറ്റും അതിൽ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അവിടെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഇഡ്ലി ബാറ്ററി ബിസിനസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു. After starting battery business in Chennai, or factory in Chennai, we learned that it's a very tough market. Local batter was being sold at 20 rupees a kg or 30 rupees a kg, whereas we were selling batter at 50 rupees a kg. There was no way for me to compete with those kind of local players in the market. They were using unethical business practices to sell batter at such a cheap price. I didn't want to get into those unethical, unhealthy practices. So we had 3 options in front of us. That time, we also ran into trouble. All the money that we had invested in Chennai business, hoping that it will do well. So we started making loss in Chennai. And later on, we find it difficult to pay salary for employees even in Bangalore. Almost 6 months' time, we were not able to pay salary to employees on time. So business was on the verge of closing down. Our situation, we had 3 options in front of us. One option was to go the interest route, borrow money from the bank using interest option. Option 2 was to take unethical, unhealthy practices being followed by local players in the market, in Chennai market, and make money and pay salaries. Third option was to shut down the business in Chennai. We didn't think much. It was a tough call. We decided to shut down our factory in Chennai. We sold all the assets in Chennai factory and then used that money to pay salary to our employees. ഞാൻ പറയാൻ കാരണം പലിശ എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരു വലിയ ട്രാപ്പാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഹോളി വാർ അഗേൻസ്റ്റ് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ്. ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് ഈസി. I can go on and on talking about interest or my experience of dealing with the industry business. 2 weeks back, we had covered a story. We had covered 2 sessions. Asif, I had shared the link with Asif. You could, go through those videos about industry business models that we have created. And finally, about the ethics is zakat. നിങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പറയേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല, ബട്ട് കറക്റ്റ് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് നമ്മളൊക്കെ സക്കാത്ത് പേ ചെയ്താൽ ഈ ലോകത്ത് വേറെ ഇഷ്യൂസ് ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. നമ്മളുടെ പ്രശ്നം എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് വി ഡോണ്ട് പേ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ്, പ്രോപ്പർ സക്കാത്ത് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പേ ചെയ്യാണ്. അത് പേ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് ലോകത്തിലെ കുറേ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ സൊല്യൂഷനാണ്. സോ കമ്മിങ് ടു എത്തിക്സ്, കമ്മിങ് ബാക്ക് ടു എത്തിക്സ്, we never took shortcuts. We never compromised on values. I'll be proud to narrate the story to my grandchildren one day in future that I am part of a brand who built a multi-billion-dollar business without compromising values. Now, coming to the last part of my story is trust. I'll take maybe 5 minutes to talk about trust. Are we running late?
I think you realize it or not, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരുപാട് fans ഉണ്ട്. So what happens is we have got so many questions and there are so many people ready there to ask you live questions.
Okay, so let me maybe cover my favorite subject, trust. I kept it for towards the end. Let me cover it for the next 5 minutes and quickly we'll come back.
Okay.
So, can you see my screen? Can you take it live, please? Good. Can you guess what is this one? Are you going to guess here?
Monopoly game.
Yep. How is it linked to the ID? Trust.
Yeah.
Any connection? Okay, there is a story behind it.
Okay.
And I'll take you to the next point, then you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We had done something called a trust shop. Trust shop was based or designed purely based on trust. We had set up unmanned shops, 37 unmanned shops in Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, and Hyderabad. There was no salesperson, there was no technology, there was no camera, there was no security personnel, there was no one watching except the Almighty God. Customers were expected to open the chiller, open the store, pick their favorite product, drop the money in the money box kept next to it, go home and have a healthy breakfast. This shop was based on trust. We did set up and we expected that we will get 500 rupees notes. And we ended up getting monopoly currency. And this was aspiration was the reality of the trust. But we didn't give up. We continued to experiment. The same set of stores or same set of customers who were sort of trying to cheat us would have felt guilty for what they're doing. And then they started depositing 500 rupees note. Over a period of next 6 months, what we learned is our trust shop was making better revenue per store than a retail store, and better profitability per store than retail store. Trust is the way to do. What I've learned, again, be the change you wish to see in this world. As a brand, my biggest challenge was that I want my customers to trust me. If I want my customers to trust me, the best way is for me to trust them. You trust them so that they trust you back. I repeat, be the change you wish to see in this world. If you want somebody to trust you, you trust them so they'll trust you back. That's what I've learned. Right? So I just quickly go through this. Placing complete trust was not easy, but at the end of the day, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. These days, we are running a different model during the lockdown period, which is a Resident Welfare Association (RWA) model. So basically, in a city like Mumbai, there's a complete lockdown. People are not able to come out and go to the shop. Out there, we introduced a very interesting model. Let me just play that video for you. Okay, let me tell you what is the issue all about, right? One, it is difficult for cash collection. Whether it is even as online payment is difficult for you to do it, and moreover, many of the people who are staying in apartment complexes are aged and they may not be comfortable using online platforms for payments. And the second thing is, even if somebody is willing to pay you cash, we have to ensure that it is contactless. Now, there are a lot of technology solutions available in the world to make it happen. But then what I've learned is cost of trust is less than cost of verification or cost of technology. I repeat, cost of trust is less than cost of technology. If you just trust your customers that they'll pay you and without you verifying it, it works. Interestingly, I'll give you some data. Today we are servicing close to around 9,000 plus household in a city like Mumbai, and we are seeing 95% plus collection on the same day. We don't verify. We just leave the customers to pay. This is purely based on trust. Let me just play this video for you, which we just launched day for yesterday.
You know, history has taught us that trust can always keep people together. See, as my community's welfare manager, I collect everyone's orders, get daily needs delivered, follow up on payments. It's a lot of maths. But I was a history teacher. One day, ID came to deliver their delicious products. And we said, yes, of course. But orders, payments, they said, Uncle, we want your community to enjoy our food first. We know they will pay later. We trust them. No one is checking the payments. Lost making business, I thought. No, because there is nothing more profitable than selling goodness. Many years from now, they will teach that in the history class. Trust me.
ID, Trust Shop Deliveries. Delivering goodness with trust.
Thank you, PC. That was a really amazing story. Really.
So what next? Sorry. What is next of Trust Shop? We are actually coming with the Trust Shop 3.0, which is nothing but setting up trust shops in schools. We want kids to make mistakes. We want them to correct. We want them to learn the importance of trust at that age. We're coming with Trust Shop 3.0. Before I end my session for the day today, let me also show you one picture. This is the real picture from a bank in India. Did you notice something different here? We trust the bank with our hard-earned money. We trust the bank with our savings. We trust the bank with the future of our family. But then, if you look at this pen, right? A 2 rupees pen is chained. At least ആ പെന്ന് റിലീസ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ they will demonstrate the value of trust. In fact, this is a proposal that I given to a large bank in India, and I hope they will make this small change and make this world a better place. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity. I'll be happy to take few questions.
Thank you very much, PC, for the wonderful talk. ശരിക്കും ഈ പെന്ന് ടൈ ചെയ്ത കാര്യമൊക്കെ we are so used to it that we never think beyond that. Great. So, like I said, we have a lot of questions. So I'm quickly jumping into inviting one of our community members to ask a live questions.
Sure.
So, inshallah, let's bring in brother Rais.
Assalamualaikum, VC. This is Rais here. My question is, in any business, one of the key success factors is the strong core team. How do you build and retain your core team to make success?
So I would say two things. One, you need to choose people who are aligned with your value system. What you're doing is a war against preservatives. It's a war against chemicals, right? So you need to find people who are aligned with your value system, who want to make a difference in the world. There are a lot of people out there, and for them, you will have to probably share a part of the pie, right? So in this case, even today, when we are hiring our core team, or when we're expanding our core team, we choose the right people who are aligned with value system, and we reward them with shareholding in the company. They become shareholders in the company. And of course, our initial core team is intact even today.
Thank you, PC. Thank you for answering that. Thanks, Rais, for asking that question. So I'm quickly jumping to one of the youth members of our community. He wants to ask you a question on live. So
Sure.
Here is Abel.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abel. First of all, I would like to thank you and the organizers for giving me an opportunity to ask my question. My question is, what did you do in your childhood that helped you become successful later in your life? And what habits do you suggest kids like me practice to become successful like you?
I would say, what പേരെന്താണ്?
Abel.
All right. I would say two things. One, advice to your parents. One for yourself. Message to your parents. എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ share good stories with your kids. They will love stories, and they will be able to relate that with their life in future. To you, hustle. Hustling is the best way to learn. I'll give you my example. During my childhood days, I used to work with my dad in a farm on weekends and holidays. He used to pay me money for it. He used to subcontract the work to me, in fact. And using that money, I bought a goat. And then it became 2, 3, 4 goats. Then I sold എല്ലാ goats ഞാൻ sell ചെയ്തു. Then I bought a cow using that money. I then used that money, I then used the income from the cow, which is milk income. I use that money to support my family. ഞാൻ പഠിച്ചത്, it's important to go through that hardships in life. Ipo ee age it will be difficult for you, or maybe the kind of family setup that you have, it might be difficult for you to go through this, right? But it was easier for me. What I've learned is go through the tough time. You have to be grinded. You have to be ground, right, to mold you to this level. And once you go through the tough time, you will be prepared to face any challenges in life. My message to you and your parents would be, find a way for you to experience the hardships in life. It's not easy. And find a way to do hustling early in your life. Over to Faisal.
Thank you, PC. I am sure ഞാനും എൻ്റെ കുട്ടികളും ഈ മെസ്സേജ് ഒന്നും കൂടെ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി റീപ്ലേ ചെയ്ത് കേൾക്കാൻ പോവാണ് for sure at some point after the meeting. Inshallah. So next is one of our community members. His name is Mustafa. He's going to come and ask you a live question.
Assalamu alaikum, PC. It's really amazing to listen you speak, especially the way that you presented and the way that you became without sacrificing any of the values that you held. And in fact, I think probably we crossed roads at the MSS, Muslim Service Society. I was there from 1990 to 1992. I think you were 1 year ahead of me, and probably we know some friends, mutual friends. So my question here is that, if you were to do any new business, altogether away from the food business, what would it be, and where would you do it? Why would you do it? I'm trying to pick your brain, but that's what it is.
So, couple of points from my side. One, always look around. Identify unsolved problems and solve it using common sense. Right? Iപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ ചോദിച്ച ഇതിനകത്ത് I'll probably give it a try. If I had bandwidth and money, I would probably look at supporting businesses or finding opportunity to support businesses who want to run into industry. There are a lot of opportunities out there. There's no solution as on today. I think at the chamber, I am actually solving two problems. One, I am actually creating a great business opportunity for this world. And I think most importantly, I am solving a large problem for Accra. So I think that's where I would take.
Thank you, Pussy. That's a great response from you. I'm just quickly jumping to the next questioner. Her name is Asma. She's one of our community members. She's here.
Assalamu alaikum, PC. Coincidentally, I also studied at NIT Calicut. I graduated in 2015. Thank you for the wonderful talk. You're a great storyteller. Great stories you shared with us. So one thing that I wanted to ask you is, I see that you started this business during your college days with your cousins. So when you so how was the beginning? Was it more like you had like an aha moment? You had like, oh, this is a great idea. I should try this out. Or was it like this plan had been in your mind for some time, and you did some market study and you understood your chances? How was it? This is related to a debate I have been having for some time. Is a successful entrepreneurship, is it about the spur of the moment? Is it about the spontaneity, or is it about the vision of the leader, or is it about doing your homework properly and doing like meticulous analysis? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I don't think I have a direct answer for this. I think it's a mix of everything, right? Mostly initial days it is gut feel, but beyond a point, gut feel has its limitation, right? You need to be structured, you need to have a proper plan, you need to have a proper team in place, you need to do market research and all of them. So I think it's a mix of everything. In the case of ID, I can explain that to you. We were actually looking for a business opportunity. ആ സമയത്താണ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു കസിൻ പറഞ്ഞത്, there is this batter supplier, he is finding it difficult to meet quality standards and hygiene standards every day. How do you fix it? എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചപ്പോഴാണ് നമുക്ക് തോന്നിയത്, why don't we fix it ourselves തോന്നിയത്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് we try to create this product and then release, manage to scale it up. By the way, this is not my first business. I had many failures in the past. അത് ടൈമില്ലാത്തത് ഞാൻ പറയാത്തതാണ്. and don't expect to be successful in your first business.
Thank you, PC. Thank you. So, like I mentioned before, നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ആൾക്കാർ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, വോട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. We'll try to get our best we'll try our best to get maximum of it. So let me just quickly jump into one of the pre-submitted questions. So here is the question. In the future, which continent or countries will be the best for your business investment or startups? Have you started aligning ID Fresh according to that?
So again, give it. I only understand Italy business, right? So I can only talk about Italy business. For any business, I would say there are 3-4 parameters I need to look at in measuring the health of the business, right? One, business has to be scalable. It has to be profitable. It has to be sustainable. Just in the interest of time, I'm just skipping other points.
Sure.
So let me now talk about business scalability. Can you guess the size of idli batter business in Bangalore? We Bangaloreans tuck in close to around 2 crore idli every day, which is 20 million idli every day.
Wow.
That is a $1 billion business opportunity. Now, if you go to Chennai, you know what numbers I'm talking about, right?
Sure.
Other market could be even better. So I think idli business is a highly scalable business. Second, it's a profitable business. We started making money in the first month and we still continue to make money. It's a highly profitable business. Third, whenever my grandfather could afford to eat idli or afford to eat breakfast, he used to eat idli or dosa. I want my grandchildren to eat idli dosa in future. Idli business is the most sustainable business in the world.
Right.
Right.
I couldn't agree more.
Measure any of your business idea along these parameters, then take a decision.
Sure. And probably one of the reason is that idli ശരിക്കും ഒരു healthy food ആയിട്ടാണ് എല്ലാവരും കണക്കാക്കുന്നത്.
As per World Health Organization, idli is the most nutritious food in the world.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to give maximum attention to maximum questions, so I'm going to jump into the next question. So when you look back in your journey, what are the areas from inception till now in which you feel things could have done in a better way?
So I think I could have built my larger team or core team much well in advance. Initially, ഞാൻ കഞ്ഞൂസ് ആയിരുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ പറയാം കഞ്ചൂസ് എന്ന് പറയാം, റൈറ്റ്? അതായത് പൈസ പ്രോഫിറ്റബിലിറ്റി മാത്രം നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടുന്ന ഒരു മെന്റാലിറ്റി ആയിരുന്നു. I was not very strategic. So I think I was very tactical during those days because I used to look at immediate profit rather than long-term brand building and sustainability. That's something which I learned today.
Okay. Sure, thank you. One other question. What challenges do you face on a daily basis, especially while operating in India with a riba-free business model? Do you ever think what would have happened if you had not been able to secure halal financing?
So, two questions, on the chance, but
sure.
I'll give it.
Okay.
So first part is about challenges, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been part of a war?
No.
Have you ever seen a war?
Not other than movies.
At least in movies.
Yeah.
Right. What are challenges that they go through while they're on the war front?
They have hunger, they have uncertainty, they have all sort of chaos.
Okay. So if you want to do industry business, be prepared for a war.
I think yeah. I don't think anybody can explain it better than that. That's great. I mean
it's a war against interest.
Yeah.
In fact, ഞാൻ അത് പറയാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ആളല്ല, ബട്ട് എന്നാലും എൻ്റെ അറിവിൽ പ്രകാരം പറയാം. അള്ളയും റസൂലും യുദ്ധം പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചത് ആരോടാണെന്നറിയോ?
Those who
പലിശക്കാരോട്.
yeah.
വേറെ ആരോടല്ല. പലിശയായിട്ട് ഇടപെടുന്ന ആളുകളോട് അള്ളയും റസൂലും യുദ്ധം പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചതാണ്. ഞാൻ ആ അവർക്കെതിരെ യുദ്ധം ചെയ്യണോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവർ കൂടെ നിന്ന് യുദ്ധം ചെയ്യണോ എന്ന് ഡിസിഷൻ എടുക്കാൻ റൈറ്റ് എനിക്കാണ്.
Completely agree. Yeah.
So be prepared. It's not easy. Yeah. It's a toughest thing to do in the life, but it's worth doing it.
Yeah. So the second part was that what would have happened if you were not able to secure halal financing?
I will be still able to run the business, but scalability was a limitation. I may not be able to scale up, but that's okay. പൈസ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ ആർക്കും പറ്റും, വലിയ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടൊന്നുമില്ല. Right? But making money without compromising values and then using that money for the right cause is the role of a believer. ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത്, ഒരു വാല്യൂസ് കോംപ്രമൈസ് ചെയ്യാതെ ബിസിനസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരാളുടെ കൂലി, അയാളുടെ റിവാർഡ് is that of a shaheed. You know that? അതിലും വലിയ ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി എന്താണുള്ളത്? So that's what we need to be prepared for.
Thank you, PC. Thanks for answering that. And jumping in. So Muslim women entrepreneurs is a very difficult term to materialize. Do you agree? Do you have some thoughts?
I think yes. But then it is just a stereotype, I believe. There's a large opportunity. ഞാൻ ഇപ്പം അടുത്ത് ദുബായിലുള്ള ഒരു ഫിഷ് ഡെലിവറി ബിസിനസ് ഞാൻ പഠിച്ചിരുന്നു. Run by Malayali Muslim women, right? Doing very well. Read those case studies. നമുക്ക് എപ്പോഴും ലൈഫിൽ നല്ലതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ there are a lot of negativity around. നമുക്കിപ്പം ഇന്ത്യനെ പറ്റി പറയുമ്പം നിങ്ങളൊക്കെ വിചാരിക്കുന്ന ഇന്ത്യയിൽ എന്തൊക്കെയോ ഭയങ്കര പ്രശ്നങ്ങളാണ്, ഇന്ത്യയിൽ അതാണ് ഇതാണെന്നൊക്കെയാണ്, റൈറ്റ്? ബട്ട് there are a lot of positive stories here. India is a great place to do business. നമ്മൾ ആ ലെവലിൽ ആലോചിക്കാതെ യു ഓൺലി ഗോ വിത്ത് നെഗറ്റിവിറ്റി. സോ എൻ്റെ സജഷൻ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് റീഡിങ് സക്സസ്ഫുൾ കേസ് സ്റ്റഡീസ്, റൈറ്റ്? ഇതേപോലെയുള്ള കേസ് സ്റ്റഡി എടുത്തിട്ട് ലേൺ ഹൗ ദേ ഹവ് ഡൺ ഇറ്റ്, ദെൻ റെപ്ലിക്കേറ്റ് ഇറ്റ്.
Got it. Thank you. I just want to quickly check with you.
ഒരു പോയിന്റ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് അവിടെ പ്രശ്നം മലയാളിയാണോ മുസ്ലിമാണോ അല്ലെ വിമൻ ആണോ എന്നുള്ളതല്ല, പ്രശ്നം ഒരു മെസ്സേജാണ്. അതായത് ഞാൻ ഫൈസലിനോട് ചോദിക്കാം, നിങ്ങളുടെ ലൈഫിൽ മോസ്റ്റ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ഡേ ഏതാണ് മന്തിലെ?
The day I get paid.
Right. The day you get paid salary and the day you get a message from the bank, right? That salary is being credited to your account, right? For an entrepreneur like me, that's the most difficult day. We need to run around, manage money to pay salary to employees like you, right? So the day you have courage not to look at the message from the bank, I think that's the day you'll become an entrepreneur. നമ്മളുടെ ലാംഗ്വേജ് പ്രശ്നമല്ല, നമ്മുടെ ഒറിജിൻ പ്രശ്നമല്ല, നമ്മുടെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് പ്രശ്നമല്ല, നമ്മളുടെ ജെൻഡർ പ്രശ്നമല്ല, റിലീജിയൻ പ്രശ്നമല്ല എന്നായി മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നു.
Thank you very much. Those are like enlightening. So one quick check with you. Can we have another 5 questions? Do you have time? I know you had things to go.
Should be okay.
Okay.
I'll manage.
So let me.
So I didn't want to lose your opportunity.
Thank you very much. That I'm pretty sure നമ്മുടെ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിലെ മെമ്പേഴ്സിന് ഭയങ്കര സന്തോഷമാവും ഇത് കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ. So anyway, let me go to the next question. So this is more a little bit about your personal side. So were you married when you decided to do startup without taking any IIM related job offer? What was your family's reaction? What was your plan B?
So there's something very interesting in my case. Maybe I think it's a good model for you to replicate. I was married when I started business, but then I had some failures even before my wedding as well, right? So she knows about my craze. But then coming back on my what is the second part of the question? Family reaction, right? What is your plan B?
Yeah.
So this question must be from a corporate staff or corporate employee, right?
Yeah.
Because for an entrepreneur, there's no plan B. There's only plan A. He has to make it work.
Okay.
Right? There's no plan B. If it doesn't work out, what else? There's nothing.
Yeah.
Right? You have to go back to square zero.
Sure. Yeah.
So in fact, I strongly believe you should not have a plan B. If you have plan B, you will find excuses for plan A not to work. Right? So let me just give you one more tip about this. In my case, I didn't have courage to quit my well-paid job. After my AM, I had a well-paid job, but I didn't have courage to quit my well-paid job. So I did something very interesting. I joined with my cousins, and they run the business. I invested in the business, and they ran the business for a while, almost 2 years. They ran the business, and I supported them during my weekends and holidays, and with money as well. And even from a strategic perspective, thinking a lot of them, I was part of the think tank as well. Almost 2 years I was run Jedu. They took it to one level, and then that gave me confidence that I can now join this company full time, quit my well-paid job, and make it grow bigger. My tips to you would be identify your best cousin.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. So now that we just talked about a little bit personal side, do you mind sharing who's their home? Like,
In the family, my family is in Bangalore. I have 3 boys, 3 musketeers with my wife. And I'm here with my dad and mom.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Next question, I'm jumping in. How do you deal with the awkwardness of bringing up one's religious values while discussing financing or partnership contracts?
So people respect your values. And that's something I've noticed. I can tell you about my experience of dealing with Sequoia Capital. You know about Sequoia Capital, one of the largest investment wing in the world, right? One of the largest VC in the world.
Right.
So when I got my first, small time angel funding from them, which was around, I think if I remember correctly, that was around 3 crore rupee is what I had received initially from them. We had agreed the terms, but when it came to the commercial contracts, right, riba thing was there.
Yeah.
Right. There was a fixed interest to be paid, fixed return to be paid, right, anti-liquidation preferences, and anti-dilution clauses, liquidation preferences. There are a lot of such unethical terms in the contract. So I told them very clearly that I will not be able to take such a contract. In fact, I told them that I want this to be a Sharia compliant contract. Sharia is a black word for us. We don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll happy to let it go. We don't want to deal in the world. So our situation investment and Italy business was not a fancy business. There was no one running behind me to invest in Italy business.
That's right.
I was very lucky to get someone like Sequoia. But then they also turned out my offer or the contract. I didn't give up. I asked them for an opportunity in their board meeting, in their investment committee meeting. I asked for a 5 minutes session. And 5 minutes I tried to explain them what do I mean by Sharia. What do I mean by Sharia terms in the contract, right? Quick item. Equal reward, equal risk, equal reward. അങ്ങനെ 4-5 പോയിന്റ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പം അവരെന്നോട് പറഞ്ഞു, isn't it common sense? ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു അതെ, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ, ആക്ച്വലി കോമൺ സെൻസേ ഉള്ളൂ. ബട്ട് there was some way, there was some ഈ റിബാന്റെ ഇമ്പാക്ട് കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ there are a lot of such satanic terms in the contract, right? I was very lucky to get it removed, because once they believe in your values, right, they will support you. Investment എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യം എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് എ മാരേജ്, റൈറ്റ്? ഡവറിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടല്ലല്ലോ നമ്മൾ കല്യാണം കഴിക്കുന്നത്, റൈറ്റ്? You need to find the right partner who are aligned with your values. ഈ കേസിനകത്തും even when you are finding investment, look for the right partner.
Thank you. I'm moving to the next question. The question goes like this: most food products, like butter or frozen food, have limited shelf life. How do you optimize your supply chain to minimize waste and meet demand?
This must be from a technology guy. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ, ഇനീഷ്യലി ഐ ഡി റൺസ് ഓൺ ഐ ടി. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് you know about my background. I was a software engineer, right? Yeah. And in fact, in my team also, there are a lot of people who are, idli guys selling, IT guys selling idli. Yeah. In fact, it was my transition from IT to ID, right? So we did three things. First of all, we understand the importance of technology. We use technology from day one to run this business, to scale this business up. So first thing that we did was, 30,000 stores under. We geo-tagged every store. Ella store geo-tagged. We then used route optimization algorithms, traveling salesman path algorithms, right, to find the right cluster and the right route for every day, right? So that's first thing that we did, to optimize the route and reduce the travel time, and thereby improve the coverage, right? Second, we geo-fenced every store. We geo-fenced every store to ensure that my salesman actually reach the store and do a transaction. And we link this salary and incentives with the number of transactions that he does in the store, thereby improving the store coverage. Third, and most importantly, data. We all know data is a new fuel, right? Right. We used data to sell idli. When we started idli business, we were sending 100 packets to market. 90 used to come back unsold. Over a period of 3 years, we started sending around 2,000 kg of batter to the market. 500 used to come back unsold. There was no way for me to make this business profitable and scalable with that kind of a wastage. That's when we started using data. We started analyzing store-wise, item-wise, sales and wastage data. Yeah. We now model our forecasting model, right, based on our data. Today, my salesman would know the exact quantity of the batter or any product to be kept in a store on a particular day of the particular month or the particular week or the particular season, whatever, right? We get the placement right. We also use the same data for production forecasting. To give you a number, when we started, we were getting 90% wastage. Over a period of 3 years, we started getting 25% wastage. And today, in a matured city, matured product, we run at less than 1% wastage. Wow. That is the power of technology. Yeah. Use technology to sell idli.
Yeah, that's really amazing. And താങ്കളുടെ ബിസിനസ് ശരിക്കും ഈ ഒരു ടെക്നോളജിയിലും ഡാറ്റയിലും സോ മച്ച് എന്താ പറയുക കണക്റ്റഡ് ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു ഫോളോ അപ്പ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എന്താന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ, ഈ സിലിക്കൺ വാലി, സാൻ ഫ്രാൻസിസ്കോ, കാലിഫോർണിയ, ഞങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉള്ള സ്ഥലം, അപ്പൊ താങ്കൾ ഉടനെ ഒരു ഐഡിയയുടെ ബിസിനസ് ഇവിടെ വരുന്ന ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
In fact, I have two good news for you. One, we are tying up with the team to start idli business in Silicon Valley area.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Right. And second good news for you is we are actually launching a coffee decoction on Amazon this week.
Oh, wow.
Will be available across US now.
Okay. Thank you. I'm moving to the next question. Oftentimes, people talk about success. Can you talk about some of the failures in your business and what you learn from it? And I think Chennai incident already paranyu, I think, but I'm just still open, keeping that question there.
Almost 4,000 days that I've joined ID as a full-time entrepreneur. I can tell you, I would have failed at least 40,000 times. Every day, at least 10 times I would have failed. In fact, I actually plan to write a book about my failures. This session, I can cover that.
Okay. Thank you.
Today, we are able to take right distance from our experience. And we gained experience from our failures. Time undengle I story share.
Sure.
Time. Should I?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So quickly, this was in year 2006 time. We had started doing ID beta trials in Bangalore during 2005 December time. So 2006 April, I got a call from a store in Bangalore. He called and shouted and said, "Come running." And there's a bomb blast in my store. Bomb blast. What can I do for it? You should call up the cops. No, there's a bomb blast. There's a bomb in your batter. Batter the bomb. We laughed at it like you. Anyway, and as we only 20 customers. It took us 9 months to get 20 customers. So this was one of the most important customers for us. My cousin Shamsu and my salesman Rafi rushed to the store. As expected, he was very angry at them. Go, clean the fridge. എന്നിട്ട് ബാക്കിയുള്ള മാവൊക്കെ എടുത്ത് ഓടിക്കപ്പെടുന്നു, ഇങ്ങോട്ട് കണ്ടുപോകരുത്, നിങ്ങളുടെ ഇതേപോലെ സാധനങ്ങൾ കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ പാടില്ല എന്നിട്ട് ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് ഷൗട്ട് ചെയ്തു. So my cousin took a piece of cotton from the two-wheeler. നമ്മളെ അടുത്ത് ആകെ two-wheeler ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ആ two-wheeler പോയിട്ട് പിന്നെ ഈ കോട്ടൺ കൊണ്ട് ഫ്രിഡ്ജൊക്കെ ക്ലീൻ ചെയ്ത് മാവൊക്കെ എടുത്തിട്ട് പാക്ക് ചെയ്ത് വരികയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ my salesman didn't want to give up. My salesman Rafi, എല്ലാ salesman's റോൾ അതാണല്ലോ, they want to give up. So he took a leftover back of batter. He went to the store manager. And store manager, if you can picturize this, he was sitting on a cash billing counter with a computer system in front of him.
Yeah.
Right. So my salesman Rafi was holding a pack of batter. And that sir, this is a great product, no chemicals, no preservatives, sir, great packaging, sir, done by people from IIM Bangalore, sir. Right. ഇതൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് കയറ്റി വരുമ്പോൾ boom, this pack of batter exploded like a bomb blast with a white batter on his face. I now leave it to imagination what would have happened in the store after this incident, right? My cousin and salesman had literally run away from the store with the store manager running behind him with a white batter on the face. Why did it happen? A batter ferments during summer. It forms gas.
Yeah.
It expands. Beyond a point, it explodes. It explodes like a bomb blast. We had no idea about food technology. We had no idea about food processing. We were not experienced in making breakfast.
Right.
About making breakfast. We were not even experienced in eating breakfast. In fact, I learned the term called fermentation after this incident. Every day, was a new learning for us. Every day we had failed, but we gained experience from the failure. And now we are able to take right decisions from our experience, and we gained experience from our past failures.
That's really amazing. Thank you. Slightly different topic question. Who is your role model?
Who else can be your role model other than the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
Thank you. What's your criteria for success, and how do you measure it?
ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചപ്പം ഒരു ആയത് വായിച്ചു തരട്ടെ. ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾ ആരെങ്കിലും നന്നായിട്ട് ഖുർആൻ വായിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ആളുണ്ടോ? ഒന്ന് ട്രൈ ചെയ്യോ? സൂറ 91. സൂറ 91, 8, 9, 10. ആരാ ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? or 9 and 10?
Surah 91. Surah Shams 9 and 10.
Yes. Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها.
അതിന്റെ ട്രാൻസ്ലേഷൻ വായിക്കുന്നോ? കയ്യിലുണ്ടോ?
ഞാൻ എടുക്കാം.
ഞാൻ വായിക്കാം.
ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.
തീർച്ചയായും അതിനെ പരിശുദ്ധമാക്കിയവൻ വിജയം കൈവരിച്ചു. എന്താണ് അത്? അവർ ഇന്നർ സെൽഫ്, നമ്മുടെ ഹൃദയം. അതിനെ പരിശുദ്ധമാക്കി വിജയം കൈവരിച്ചു. അതിനെ കളങ്കപ്പെടുത്തിയവൻ തീർച്ചയായും നിർഭാഗ്യം അടയുകയും ചെയ്തു. അതിന് വലിയ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ ആൻസർ അത് നല്ലതുണ്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നില്ല.
താങ്ക് യു. ഒരുപാട് സമയം എക്സ്ട്രാ നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തു. ഒരുപാട് നന്ദിയുണ്ട്. ഇനി ഒരൊറ്റ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും കൂടെ നമ്മൾ ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് വി ക്യാൻ റാപ്പ് ഇറ്റ് അപ്പ്. ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിക്കാൻ നമ്മുടെ US വൈഡ് ഒരു മലയാളി ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ നന്മ ഓർഗനൈസേഷന്റെ വളരെ ആക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ മെമ്പറാണ് ബ്രദർ ഹാരിസ്. അദ്ദേഹം ഉടനെ ഓൺ ലൈവിൽ വരും.
Assalamu alaikum PC. It's nice talking to you even virtually. And my question for the day is, how is the current market looking in India during COVID-19 situation? And also the second question, also can you please share us your thoughts on post-COVID-19 business perspective too? Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, Haris. നമ്മൾ മീറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെന്നോ ഞാൻ US വന്നപ്പം?
ഇല്ല, നമ്മൾ കണക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയില്ലായിരുന്നു. കാരണം ഞാൻ ആക്ച്വലി നയോയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ സീനിയേഴ്സ് ആയിട്ട് മീറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട് ന്യൂയോർക്കിൽ.
I had met your team.
I think I spoke to the chairman and he already mentioned regarding this. And we also tried to set up a session, I think during the Ramadan too. I think we couldn't make it out.
Okay. So ക്വിക്കായിട്ട് പറയാം. ഒന്ന്, കോവിഡ്, is it a crisis or a challenge? I'm not playing with the words. I actually mean it. If you consider it as a crisis, you will give up. But if you consider it as a challenge, you will find solutions to solve it, and to find right way to solve it. Right? and you will become more innovative. ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത് this is the right time to innovate. If you now look at in the past, right? During the difficult times, during the crisis times, many innovative ideas were born. If I understand correctly, 2008-9 Uber വന്നത്. Same time ആണ് മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത് Airbnb വന്നത്. Right? So I think overall, the world will become a better place after COVID, because I think people will become more innovative. One. Coming to India, I think it's a great opportunity for India to position India as one of the best place to work for, one of the best manufacturing hub. There's a lot of negative sentiments against China, right? So I strongly believe there's a great opportunity for India. Coming to Kerala, നമ്മുടെ സ്റ്റേറ്റിലേക്ക് last few months, we have done a great job in positioning Kerala as a role model for the world, right? Whether it is healthcare, whether it is the foods, right? All these things, right? Social elements, all of them. So what is the great opportunity for us to build a strong brand from Kerala, right? Kerala as a brand across the world. Probably the right time to come up with a proper healthcare system in Kerala for the world. Maybe an organic food from Kerala for the world. And why not a coconut as well, right? A smart sip tender coconut like ID coconut. Probably is the right time for us to come up with from Kerala. Coming to businesses. എൻ്റെ അഭിപ്രായത്തിൽ businesses will become, leaders will become better leaders now. We will learn to do more with less. We will learn to do more with less. Identity case എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ we have learned a lot of mistakes that we were doing in the past, we have corrected now. So I think it's a great opportunity for business to become more innovative. Coming individually to me, as an individual, I think I've become a better person now. I've become a better son now. I've become, right? ഉപ്പാനുമ്മനെ കൂടെ കുറച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞ 3.5 months spend ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റി. I think I've become a better son. And most importantly, I think I've become a better servant now to Almighty God. I'm sure my God loves me more these days than any time in the past. So this is the right time for us to correct many things in our life, right? In the case, I didn't have an opportunity to spend 4 months with my parents continuously, right? So today I got an opportunity, right? So overall, I think we will become better. It will become a better world, a better India, a better Kerala, better businesses, and a better human being. അത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് എൻ്റെ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സ്റ്റോറി ഞാൻ പറയാം. ഇത് പറയാൻ കാരണം this is a real life story which happened around 2 months ago in the same place that I'm sitting today. ഞാനും എൻ്റെ ഉപ്പയമ്മയും കൂടെ ലഞ്ച് കഴിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് ഈ സംഭവം ഉണ്ടായത്. So we were casually chatting about one of the helper who used to work with us earlier. Her name, we call her Itta എന്നാണ് വിളിക്കുക, നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഉമ്മാനോട് ചോദിച്ചു, ഉമ്മ ഇത്ത ഇപ്പോൾ എവിടെയാണ്, എന്തൊക്കെ ഇത്താൻ സ്ഥിതി ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പം ഇത്ത യൂസ് ടു വർക്ക് വിത്ത് us almost 10 years ago. ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഇവിടെ വീട്ടിൽ വരാറുണ്ട്, ബട്ട് കൂടുതൽ കണക്ഷൻ ഒന്നുമില്ല. ഞാൻ കാഷ്വലി ഉമ്മാനോട് ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ ഉമ്മ ഇമ്മീഡിയറ്റ്ലി കോൾഡ് ഇത്ത ആൻഡ് ഉമ്മ കുറച്ച് കാര്യം സംസാരിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു, എനിക്കൊന്ന് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. ക്വിക്ക്ലി ഞാൻ ഫോൺ എടുത്ത് ചോദിച്ചു, എന്തൊക്കെ എത്താ ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പം ഇത്ത നല്ലതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. ഞാൻ ചിത്രൻ്റെ ചോദിച്ചു, ഇത്ത ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചോ എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പം ഷീ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് ക്രൈങ്. She started crying not because she didn't have food to eat. In fact, she already had lunch, And then she had food kit left over for the next 1 month. But she started crying because she felt there is someone who cares for her. There was someone who she can fall back. Right? അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് എനിക്ക് ആ സ്റ്റോറി ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. ആ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമായി. I want to tell the world about this. And I am not an actor, I am not a storyteller. So I asked my team, how do I share the story with the world? My objective was I want this story to reach at least 1 lakh people. A positive story, right? Especially during lockdown time. And then my team came with a video, to communicate this message, what I wanted to communicate. Can I play the video for you?
Sure.
Can you take it live, please?
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Sunil here. 10th B, 2005 batch. Sunil Kumar.
Yes. Sunil Kumar. How are you, beta?
Fine, ma'am. And you?
I'm okay. Managing. Are you okay?
Actually, thought of the day when you saw me hungry and drinking water from the tap. You never let me go hungry after that. And your words brought love and comfort to me. It's my turn now, ma'am. खाना खाया क्या?
Thank you, beta.
When mom asks you khana khaya, she means I love you. But when you ask someone khana khaya, it means you remember. You care. You're sharing the love of a mother. So call your elderly neighbors, your colleagues, friends, and family. Let them know you care.
That's amazing. Yeah, really amazing.
I want to tell you, മുന്നോട്ട് നോക്കാനാണ് കാലം നമ്മോട് ആവശ്യപ്പെടുന്നത്. ഭാവിയെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് പോസിറ്റീവ് ചിന്തകൾക്ക് മുന്നോട്ട് നോക്കുന്നത് തന്നെയാണ് നല്ലത്. ബട്ട് നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് നോക്കുന്നതോടൊപ്പം നമ്മൾ പിന്നോട്ട് കൂടി നോക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് നമ്മൾ മനുഷ്യരാവുന്നത്. പിന്നിട്ട വഴികളിൽ നമ്മെ പിടിച്ചു കയറ്റിയവരെയും നമുക്ക് സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യമേകി വരെയും ഒരു നിമിഷം ഓർക്കാൻ ഈ കാലം നമ്മോട് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. I think that's my message to you for the COVID. Use this opportunity to become a better human being and better leader. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity. God bless you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, PC. That was like really touching. And I'm sure താങ്കളുടെ ഈ social consciousness, അതുപോലെ ഈ humanity, everything it reflects in your company. So I know we have taken a lot of time from you. Let's wrap it up. Do you have any final closing comments before I move to a small, quick dua?
I'll try to probably summarize my session in like 1 minute.
Thank you.
One, Our background doesn't matter. We're not experiencing making breakfast. We're not even experiencing eating breakfast. It's not a coincidence. It's by choice that today I'm part of a company who now serves world's best breakfast idlis to more than 1 million Indians every single day. It is by choice. Second, innovate. Common sense is the only thing for you need to innovate. Never take shortcuts. Avoid shortcuts. Never compromise your values. And stay away from interest because it's a trap. Last but not least, trust your customers. Trust others so that they'll trust you back. Be the change you wish to see in this world. If you want someone to trust you, you trust them so that they'll trust you back. Thank you again for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, PC. These are amazing advices. Yeah, thank you. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് സത്യം പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ താങ്കളുടെ ഈ തിരക്കുള്ള സ്കെഡ്യൂളിന്റെ ഇടയിൽ പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് താങ്കളുടെ ഒരു സൺഡേ മോർണിംഗ് എല്ലാവരും ഒരു തിരക്കുള്ള എല്ലാവരും രാവിലെ കിടന്നുറങ്ങുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഇത്രയും സമയം സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തതിൽ പേഴ്സണലായിട്ടും അതുപോലെ KMCA കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയുടെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും ഒരുപാട് നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. അതുപോലെ താങ്കളുടെ ബിസിനസ് ഇനിയും ഉയരങ്ങളിൽ എത്താൻ, കൂടുതൽ ഉയരങ്ങളിൽ എത്താൻ അള്ളാഹു അനുഗ്രഹിക്കട്ടെ. താങ്കൾക്കും കുടുംബത്തിനും അതുപോലെ നമ്മുടെ കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയിലെ ഫാമിലീസിനും അള്ളാഹു ആരോഗ്യവും സന്തോഷവും തരട്ടെ. COVID-19 എന്ന പാൻഡമിക്, അതിൽ നിന്നും നമ്മെയും നമുക്കറിയാവുന്ന എല്ലാവരെയും അള്ളാഹു കാത്തുരക്ഷിക്കട്ടെ. May Allah erase this virus from this world and make the world a better place for all of us. May Allah accept this gathering. May Allah help us purify our intentions and help us achieve our halal goals. Ameen. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.